The homeless can be anybody. Men, women, even children are homeless. It doesn't matter on race or age. It affects everybody equally. It's really more of a socioeconomic status than any other characterizing feature of a person.
Well, I think the public's opinion of homeless people in general is fairly poor, and more importantly, I think it's inaccurate. I think the perception of most people is that homelessness is an individual problem, that the homeless are there because they're at fault, they're lazy. Those are some of the stereotypes that people use.
My name is Amos Joe. I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. Went to high school at Godman, and I worked for a 35-year building swimming pool.
A lot of homeless people do work as day laborers and do work for minimum wage, and it's just so hard to scrape together enough of a living wage to make it out of the hole.
The primary causes of homelessness are lack of affordable housing and poverty, so those are sort of structural factors, not individual factors. So that's where there's a gap between what the public think and what the reality is.
It could just be bad luck. You know, somebody lost their home because of bad financial choices. It could be because of mental illness or addiction, which are things that people have a hard time overcoming in life. It's not as simple as just deciding not to be an alcoholic anymore, just deciding not to be a drug addict. And a lot of those factors are key.
In terms of how these attitudes affect policy, I think that there's not enough funding for shelter and for affordable housing. And that's, again, kind of the source of the problem of homelessness.
There are laws in place that essentially make it illegal to stay homeless. Loitering laws. The police aren't out to help the homeless, they're out to keep them contained, keep them manageable.
Something that's bright on the horizon is there's a professor of design here at Florida State University who is helping to build homeless shelters that are person-friendly, that don't feel like institutions, that feel like homes and dwellings that people feel comfortable in. And I think that's a really wonderful thing to do. I'm sure she's not going to make a dent in the homeless population, but she'll make the experiences of those that are homeless and in shelters, I think, much better.